Hi, thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
So tell us about your association with The Hobbit before you got into, before you took on this role. Were you into Tolkien and Lord of the Rings before you got the role?
I wasn't into it. No, I mean, it wasn't part of my universe, really. I didn't grow up reading. I'd never read Tolkien. I liked Peter's first trilogy. I thought the Lord of the Rings films were brilliant.
Yeah.
But no, I wasn't a disciple of it. No.
Okay. So how did you get approached for the role, and why did you take it on?
I got approached when half of Britain was going on camera for The Hobbit, when it was Guillermo del Toro who was at the helm, and I went on camera for it. There was a message from Guillermo in the London office saying, "Look, I really want this to be you. Please do a good job and prove us right." So that was nice. It was a vote of confidence.
Yeah.
And from there on in, really, it was only ever me. It's seemingly. He left the project. Then Peter was at pains to say, "You're going to hear other names bandied around, but the artistic decision is you." Which was very nice. So it was actually really easy. The reason I did it is because it's playing Bilbo Baggins in The Hobbit. It's like a no-brainer.
It's funny. I came across a IMDb discussion thread, and back from 2004, and somebody was saying, "Have you heard about this?" Somebody was saying you should take it on.
I know, and at the time it didn't really mean much to me because I was like, well, it just didn't really have much context, or I didn't particularly know why they were saying it. But I bumped into Andy Serkis years ago in centre of London, and he said, "Have people talked to you about playing Bilbo?" I said, "No, not really. I've heard it as a rumour, as a kind of nebulous idea." But he said, "Oh, well, I think someone should, and I think someone probably will." But I didn't live with that knowledge or that hope or anything. I was, getting on with life and getting on with work. But as it gets closer and closer to a reality, then you really want to do it. Yeah.
So when you stepped into it, did you feel a lot of pressure you were coming into this 3 films already established. What kind of pressure was that like?
It wasn't pressure. I mean, I'm aware that sounds like bullshit, I honestly didn't feel that pressure. I mean, the pressure I feel all the time is being good, and I am my sternest critic, believe me. You know what I mean? Yeah. And most other people are a lot kinder about me than I am. So, no, I didn't. It's impossible to go in and kind of feel the weight of those first 3 Lord of the Rings because you just wouldn't be able to work. You just go, "Oh, I'm weighed down by that pressure." My job should be a pleasure. You know what I mean? It's called playing. You know what I mean? It's not called fighting. It's called playing a part. So it should have a certain lightness to it, and it should have a joy to it. And I think going in there, I mean, of course I know what you mean. There's a definite difference between logically thinking, "Oh, you shouldn't feel pressure," but in your gut you really do feel. In my gut, I didn't feel pressure. I really didn't. Maybe there's something wrong with me.
Did Ian Holm give you any sort of advice for playing Bilbo?
Not at all. No, I didn't meet Ian until the film came out in London.
Oh, really?
I mean, the advice he gave me were the clues he left in his performance. So I obviously rewatched those more carefully than I had done before.
So did anything stand out? You said, "I got to emulate that."
Yeah, I mean, things that, just certain traits, just certain kind of little nods that I knew would be useful. You can't slavishly do it and go, "I have to play it all like him," because that's 18 months is a long time to just be playing Ian Holm's performance. But little bits you can pick up if they're helpful and if they're germane to helping tell the story. And he's fantastic. So I was getting clues from a brilliant actor.
Did you talk to him afterwards? Did he say, "Good job"?
His words were, after the London screening, "You were fucking brilliant." So that'll do me. Yeah.
Perfect. You can't ask for a better compliment.
No.
You're also known for playing Watson. Is there any comparisons between Watson and...
Yes. Yeah. Same actor plays them. He's the same height.
How about any character traits?
I don't think, not really. I don't think. No. I mean, Watson is he's a man who's at home on a battlefield and sewing people up when they got holes in them. Watson's a bit more of an alpha male, I suppose. He's a man of action, whereas Bilbo becomes a reluctant man of action, but he's certainly not when we join him in the story.
And final question: if fans have to know, they can't know for a second longer, how did Sherlock survive the fall?
If I knew, I'd tell you. We're going to start shooting in 2 weeks. I've just read the script that is fantastic, but even I truly don't know yet.
Yeah. Well, we're all excited. We can't wait. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.